What's up, fellow fantasy-loving friends? Josh here with RSMP Tabletop, and I'm beyond excited because today we're gonna head down to Haven Games and Hobbies to check out a Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament. It's kind of hard to say sometimes. And you may have noticed a few changes around the office because we're always looking to improve and make things a little bit better. We're adding terrain, we're adding characters, to my alliance, some more X-Men that I now have to paint up and just learn how to play. And if you're anything like me, part of the allure that I love about the tabletop hobby in general is self-expression and being able to change and make things the way that you like to fit your playstyle and your needs. And Marvel Crisis Protocol just doesn't have a lot of dice to choose from. But if you're looking for more dice to go along with your alliance or to just show the color scheme that you like to play, Baron of Dice has you covered. So if you haven't checked out Baron of Dice yet, you need to head over because not only do they have Marvel Crisis Protocol dice, but they've got dice for pretty much any other game system you could possibly imagine. You also may notice that there's a new sign behind me here. So it was important for me, I knew I wanted to have the sign made that had my logo in it, but it was important for me to have the community and the people that I think have my back behind me here. So I've got my 4 local game stores. I've got the Battle Standard, Haven Games and Hobbies, Off the Wall Games, and 5-Star Games up here. And then we've got the BS crew. You've seen Jared Maple on the channel. We've done a couple of videos with him now, and he did show up at the tournament to check things out. He does a YouTube channel where he talks a lot about superheroes and comic books and things like that, but he's really starting to dip his toe into Marvel Crisis Protocol on the channel as well. So if you want to support Jared and check out his content, which is honestly phenomenal, the link will be in the description below. And then we've got a Live on One podcast over here. These guys drove 4 hours all the way down from Maine just to hang out and help out with the battle reports, so they've also been on the channel as well. Their podcast is fantastic. If you want to get some deep dives and some insights to the game and some characters and some alliances, then you really need to head over and check out a Live on One podcast. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's head over to Haven Games and Hobbies and check out this Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament.
Actually a MODOK. Interesting.
Yeah, they have had an issue where the packaging, the box was Hulk, but the insides were MODOK.
So table 1 is going to be Ryan and John. Table 2 is going to be Rich and Shane Tuck. Table 3 is going to be Scott and Jesse. Table 4 is going to be Shane York and Jackson. And table 5 is going to be Matt and myself.
Who are you and what are we doing here today?
Hey folks, it's Jim from Protocol and also RSMP Tabletop. We're here today for a Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament on August 24th. It's been a great day of games. We just finished our round 1 and we should have at least 2 more rounds to go with. We're just breaking now for an hour for lunch, and there's about 10 players today, and we're very excited for the people that showed up. People traveled from Maine, from Massachusetts for this, so we're happy to see the attendance here.
Awesome. Now I've been asking people what affiliation they're playing, but I think I already know who you're playing. Is it the Web Warriors?
It was Web Warriors. I wanted to brainstorm something else, but I kind of just ran out of time, so I just went with the tried and true. So we're taking mostly the same list that we took to ACO. So it's pretty much like that list with Namor being the main midline stealer. We've got mostly 3-cost webs. We got Deadpool, bringing up some extra bullets if you need it. And Agent Venom and Toad are also there to support specific matchups as well. So yeah, it's been good so far. I got to play Matt He has been playing Marvel for a year and a half with his dad, and that was a great game. He played very well with X-Men Charles Xavier. Super fun game. It was very tight until we just sort of the last turn just sort of peeled away in that case. But it was a super fun game, great opponent. Happy to have a chance to meet him and play him.
Awesome. Who's been your all-star on your roster lately?
The all-star on my roster has been Namor. You may have seen us do a deep dive on Namor, and that guy has been amazing. Usually he's able to get in, do some work, and either like position himself to brand himself for next turn, or sometimes you can just do a run and gun like kind of style. It's been really great. His spender does a ton of work as far as either moving models around, getting free stuff, or just like being able to interact with stuff that normally you wouldn't be able to. So I'm really happy with the way that Namor has turned out. Eric and I talked about a lot like how we think this guy is going to really change up like how teams can play, and he's a great splash, but he's also a great affiliate member as well. So definitely consider taking this model if you're looking for someone that's able to go and grab stuff, or just to move some models around or do some tricky plays. He's very aggressive, and you got to be kind of careful with him because sometimes he does kind of go down. But we love him so far.
On your roster right now, is there any recent changes that you've made other than Namor, or is there anybody that you're thinking about cycling out or trying?
Oh, okay. So the one thing I actually will say is that there's a team tactical called Cleanup that I want to try now, especially since Web Warriors are getting more popular and Invaders with Namor is getting a lot more popular. Having the ability to give Peter Parker the ability to stop people from rerolling or modifying their dice is actually going to be really cool in a way to sort of like play against certain matchups. So with the recent Tactical House rotation, I think everyone needs to look at cards that you normally haven't taken before and think about it's like, oh hey, is there space now for this, and does this solve a particular question? And I think with this new era where there's going to be a lot of like very reroll heavy focus like teams, I think like Cleanup should be taken a look at if you have Agent Venom and a Peter Parker in your roster. It's unaffiliated, so any team can take it, so check it out.
You killed it, man, like always. Thank you so much, dude.
Hi, my name is Shane. I'm here to play some Marvel Crisis Protocol today in a Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament. So today I'm playing Hellfire Club, led by Emma Frost. I haven't played Hellfire Club before, so I thought this was going to be a good opportunity for me to get 4 games in and see how they can perform.
I know you said it was your first game, really, but who is your all-star on the roster?
The all-star in my roster on round 1 was Juggernaut. Juggernaut was able to take an extract and move all across the board like he does. The amount of movement and action compression that guy gets in is extremely valuable.
Can you tell me a little bit about the rest of your roster, who you chose and why?
So the rest of my roster is filled with a lot of good models, extract steals, and hardy models. So I have a Rhino, I have a Beta Ray Bill, we have a Toad, Black Cat, Dr. Voodoo, and we're just trying to move around the board, stay alive, and get as many extracts as we can to bunker up and get the final points to get to 16.
Hello, my name is Richard, and I'm here playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. We're doing a tournament here at the Haven Game Store. I am playing Web Warriors today.
What made you play Web Warriors today?
I wanted to try to go back into something I knew how to play. Last time I played Shield, and I was kind of new at what they did, so I didn't really do too well. And Web Warriors I'm a little bit more familiar with, their tactics and their tricks, so I figured I'd go back to them to try to do a little bit better this time. Well, of course you have to have Miles, because he's like usually the bread and butter of Web Warriors. I have Namor in there. He's a good attack guy who has his own rerolls, and then you add in the Web Warrior rerolls, so he can be pretty tanky. Of course, Black Cat to steal things, and usually all the other people you would figure would be in Web Warriors, Spider-Man, Venom, the new Gwenom I have in there. I also have the new Scarlet Spider that just came out also in there. He has about the same power as the other Spider-Man, but I took him because he has a nice pull where he can pull your opponent's miniatures towards him to get him off points. And he also has a throw, so you can pull one person and throw the other person off to completely take control of a point. And then I have Spider-Woman. She's a long mover, and she has the ability where she can take objective tokens off of people. So I use her as like another steal person along with Cat to steal more objective tokens off people if we're playing the objective game.
Hi, I'm Shane. I'm here to play in the Haven's Marvel Crisis Protocol monthly tournament. I just lost a game, but I'm doing my best.
Who are you playing today?
Today I'm playing the Midnight Suns. They're a team with a lot of high mobility. They like to hand out conditions a lot. They're very mobile while still being very fighty, so I think they're great for that kind of objective give and push, but also punching back when they need to.
Who do you think is the all-star in your roster?
That's a tough one. Black Cat definitely pulls a lot of the weight on my team just because she can hand out stagger tokens for 2 power, which is super easy for me to generate, especially if I have Wong to give her power early on. She also has a lot of mobility that pairs well with the Midnight Sun's ability to keep up with her and keep her safe while she's running around taking objectives from people. She's probably the highest point scorer on my team by far.
What do you think is your hardest match to play against?
Ooh, honestly, anyone that has a lot of condition immunities. I have had trouble with Sentinels in the past just because they're all robots. Everyone's immune to bleed. Blade can't get any health off anything. Also, anyone who's immune to Incinerate. I run Ghost Rider a lot, and he does a lot of incineration stuff, keeps people defenses down. Really easy to get those Nova spikes in. But anyone who's got condition immunity is really rough for me.
Can you tell me who is in your roster now and any recent changes that you've made to your roster or that you're thinking about making to your roster?
Yes, I can answer that a lot. So a lot of my roster right now has been based around trying to get in as many medium bases as possible. So recently I have swapped out, I've been playing around with both Gwenom and Nightcrawler because they both have small bases, but they benefit off of Blade's leadership, the bump in the night, because after Gwenom bumps, she gets automatic long advances off of her builder, and whenever Nightcrawler bumps, he adds an extra die to his Brimstone Blitz attack, which can increase the success rate of just annihilating someone down in one shot. Right now, I have the new Black Panther Chosen of Bast in there. He's a medium base, he's affiliated in Midnight Suns, so that means I can use my team tactics cards on him. He's really good for kind of grabbing these side objectives and then eventually moving in to pounce on people. But because Black Cat is kind of filling that role, I'm debating swapping him out for either one of those more damage-dealing characters who can be a bit fightier on narrower maps, or if I might actually just swap out Doctor Strange, who's also a big prominent character in my list building, for someone who's can provide the same amount of support that he provides without having to, A, cost 6 threat value, which is a lot of points for a fighty team that I want to play that already has a 4 threat leader. And I might want to get someone who can kind of hand out rerolls and stuff like Baron Zemo without having to spend 6 threats just to get a few heals and extra dice on defense every now and then.
Hey, I'm Jesse. I'm playing Marvel.
Who are you playing today?
I'm playing Wakanda. I got all 4 leaders in there too.
What made you play Wakanda today?
I like Wakanda. They're kind of like mid-range where they can do the objective play or the attrition. So it's kind of like letting you move around and do what you need to do for whatever. If you're the attacker, if you're the defender, you know, that type of thing. And they also have a lot of control play, so pushing people around and kind of moving models off points.
Who's been the all-star in your roster recently?
I feel like M'Baku is one of the all-stars. If he gets all of his his triggers off, then he's a monster. He's doing so much damage. He's attacking people. He's pushing them. Today he whiffed a little bit, which was a little sad. It was a great game. Scott beat me 16-18, so super close.
So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really helps us out a ton. We're gonna be expanding on the channel. We're constantly adding new stuff to the game, and we're just gonna try to make immersive experiences. On Sunday, I've got some guys coming over. We're gonna do some more battle reports and some more videos, so we've got some big things coming. We are gonna dip our foot in and try some other games as well. I know with the new Kill Team coming out, I'm pretty excited about that, so that's something we will certainly be doing a video on. And we've got the Dragon Ball Z and a few other things that we want to kind of touch on. And I work with this dude and I had to go on a work trip and he's playing Magic the Gathering and now he's got me thinking and talking about that again, and I'm not happy about it, but we may end up even doing some Magic content on the channel. But until next time, stay safe.